Good evening. This is Mike.
And this is Stacy.
And we are here in our dining room. You might hear some fur kids traipsing around. Who knows? Well, here comes one of them now, coming over to say hi to everybody.
Hi.
But this is our inaugural unnamed podcast. So the very first episode, we haven't figured out a name yet. We'll get there.
We'll get there, yeah.
Eventually we'll get there. But we do have a topic in mind, but...
So I was thinking maybe tonight we could talk about the tipping etiquette, if you will, and how far it's gone. Would love to hear you guys' point of view at some point as well. But the fact that everybody wants a tip just for everything, and it's a little bit overboard, especially with the cost of everything going up as it is. It's getting a little bit out of hand.
A little bit? We love Moe's. Love Moe's. If you guys have never been to Moe's, if you don't have a Moe's, find a Moe's.
Yes.
Walk in. Welcome to Moe's. Not an advertisement for Moe's, but
None.
Anyhow. Love Moe's, but it's like the Subway of burritos. Because you go up there, you tell them what you want in it,
Yes.
you go down the assembly line, and they're creating it for you. And then you go to pay, and they're like, you can enter the tip there.
Nobody came to the table.
No.
Nobody took our order.
Yeah.
I mean, what is that?
Crumble cookie.
Oh,
You place your order
crumble.
on the machine. They bring it over to you.
You see the person for like 30 seconds. Like, what?
You go to
Starbucks as well. You're already paying $15 for a coffee. Come on now.
I don't go to
Not
Starbucks.
saying that it isn't good. I mean, because
I'm
it
saying
is.
that's not good. I don't know. It's not good.
But yeah. Now, if you go to a restaurant and you sit down and you have somebody come to your table, bring you your drinks, take your order, whatnot, of course that deserves a tip. Obviously. This person is working hard, in some cases. Perhaps not in others. But then that's when the tip will reflect.
Yes.
I mean, if you have a good process down, you do a good job, it's not that deserves a tip.
Right. I agree. When we go to one of the other local bakeries, you point what you want, they get it, they box it up, everything. There's no tip.
No.
Their receipt doesn't ask you for a tip.
No.
When they swipe your card, it doesn't ask you for a tip. They're doing more than what they're doing at like Crumble Cookie.
For sure.
But they're not asking for a tip. But that's family owned.
They make more of they make obviously more of an hourly rate than what you would make at a restaurant per se, being a waitress, a bartender, what have you,
Yeah.
So people that are already making an hourly rate that's more than, I don't even know what it is, 2 something or whatever. Where's this tip going?
So we are located just outside of Pittsburgh, and I guess, I don't know how long ago it was. There was a place in downtown-ish area.
Downtown.
Downtown. That they didn't allow you to tip, but they raised the wages of all the servers.
Interesting.
Like everybody made like $15 an hour to be a server, and then people weren't supposed to tip at all, and all the employees seemed to be very happy because they always knew how much they were going to make.
Understand that. However, I feel like if you're a good waitress, I mean, you can make serious bank because you're already out. And so 20% of whatever your bill is, if that person is doing a good job, they're automatically going to get that. Mm-hmm. If not more.
Last night,
yes.
So we went to karaoke. We used to have a bartender that was there.
Fabulous.
We didn't sit at the bar. We would sit at the tables. And she just, I never had an empty beer in front of me until I was done. But she, always, hustled, running around all over the place. She'd stop, she'd chat, never overstay her welcome. And she always got tipped very well. It's a shame that, she's not there anymore. And then the past 2 times we've been there, I think last night was probably the worst, just from a service perspective.
Sure, of course.
But I had to go up and get, the drinks each time. Mm-hmm. And then she hands me the receipt with a tip thing on there, and I didn't put anything on there.
Yeah, because what did she do?
Right.
And she didn't go over and above.
No, not at all.
I mean, that's what a tip is. It's like because you did, went over and, did something. You know what I'm saying.
Yeah, I know.
Like if you drop your bags off, let's say, when you're going to go on a cruise, going on a trip, and a porter takes your bag, you're going to tip that person doing something for you. Somebody brings something out to your car whenever, like at Lowe's or something like that. They're helping you. You give them a couple bucks. That they're helping you.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't have a problem tipping people that help. I tipped garbage men. This is a story for another time, but we've had so much garbage because we were cleaning out a different house. And we just kept bringing the trash here, and garbage men take anything. And I go out there and, I tipped a guy, helped him throw the stuff in the back. He was very surprised.
Sure.
He was like, "You didn't have to do that." And I'm like, "Well, I wanted to.
Yeah.
I appreciate it." So it's very interesting. I think in cases like that, the wrong people are either asking or getting tips. The cookie place that really doesn't do anything except bring your cookie, as opposed to the garbage man that is out there
working at working extra or going over and above, essentially.
Yeah. So I don't know, but it is, quite frankly, it's a damn shame. The amount of places that are asking for tips now. It's
out of control.
It's pretty much standard. I'm waiting to go to the damn gas station and them ask for a tip or Sheets, and them ask for a tip for making you an appetizer, $5 appetizer basket or something like that. Excuse me, because it's going to happen at some point. It's bound to happen.
You're going to be self-checking out at Walmart. There's going to be a tip jar there for the lady that stands there that oversees the checking out.
No, they don't want. They're starting to get rid of the self-checkouts,
as they should.
They don't want. I like the self-checkouts for the amount of groceries that we get. At the regular grocery store. When we go to Aldi's, we let them handle it. But
sure.
Just our little odds and ends things that we get at the regular grocery store. I use self-checkout all the time. It's quicker. And they're going to have it there.
But if you go to Walmart and there's the one checkout person, or you have like 10 self-checkouts, I prefer if you have, a bigger, more in your cart, I would prefer to let someone else check us out.
I agree.
As opposed to us having to stand there and each individual thing. And then if there's not the SKU or it's not picking it up, then the light comes on. Somebody has to come over. It's a whole thing anyways. It would have just been easier to let the person who that's their job, let them do it.
Remember that lady that one time we were at Walmart and we were getting ready to leave and she came over and she was like, "I can just scan it for you right now." I can pay.
Yes.
And then something came up wrong and you had to go over to the customer service desk and wait.
But if that wasn't a thing, like if it wouldn't have been something that came up wrong, that was fabulous. That was quick, proficient. I did like that. Yes, for sure.
That's like the Sam's Club has, and I know we just talked totally off topic of the tipping, but Sam's Club has that thing where I don't even know how it works, but you just walk under this freaking blue light.
Yeah, so
and next thing you know,
I think you get a scanner and you can scan the stuff as you're shopping, right? And then I don't know if it's on your app or it's on your phone or whatnot, but then it just automatically as you do that, I think it scans it and then takes it off your card and then there you go.
I wonder if that's taking a picture to make sure that you scanned everything.
Well, you still have to check if the person at the front that's going to, you know what I'm saying? How they're going to scan your items and...
You have to check with the person at the front when they scan your receipt and then they scan 3 items, even if you go through the regular checkout.
Yes. It really makes no sense.
So you're paying 1 or 2 people to be there full time to just...
And sometimes it gets backed up.
Yeah.
We've been backed up before to the cafe part.
Yeah.
It's come on now.
Yeah. It's gotten better though.
Oh, for sure.
I think, staffing levels, at least here, staffing levels are fine.
Since the Rhone.
Yep.
Also known as you will hear us refer to COVID. If ever, when we do talk about it, it will be, that's the Rhone.
Yeah. I'd say probably in the past 6-8 months, it's gotten, staffing levels are finally back up. But, the job market, it's tough again.
Mm-hmm.
Before everybody could get a job because nobody wanted to work. Now free money ran out and people have to go back to work. So it's getting difficult. I guess I know we got off topic of the tipping, but yeah.
Well, this is how our conversations typically go. So,
but I think, excuse me, for our inaugural unnamed podcast, we will come up with a name. At some point. Who knows what it'll be, but we'll figure something out. We'll keep the episodes coming. We have to do a little bit of editing on this one, but yeah, I think that's about it for the evening.
Yeah, I think so.
Go downstairs and watch some TV. Yep, there you go. The bong's gonna let us know it's time.
It is time.
Bye, guys.
Bye, everyone.